That investigation is now complete. The central findings of the investigation are that the man whose voice is heard on the recording and on a second recording from the same conversation that was released on Sunday, accordingly, effective immediately, I'm banning
her. Effective immediately. That's all it took. One explosive sentence and boom. Brittney Griner, one of the biggest names in the WNBA, is out of there. No suspension, no fine. Banned for life. Adam Silver didn't just speak. He detonated a press conference and fans are shook asking, what just happened? Was Griner cheating? Messing with refs? Or is this something way deeper? 'Cause the deeper you dig, the uglier it gets. There's talk of secret audio clips, hush-hush testimonies, and even wild rumors about her personal life. This ain't just drama, this is chaos. Buckle up, 'cause we're diving straight in. So here's how the madness kicked off. Adam Silver steps into an emergency press conference. No media buildup, no leaks, and drops a bombshell. Effective immediately, Brittney Griner is banned for life from the WNBA. Just like that, no warm-up, just boom! You could hear the silence through the screen. Griner wasn't just a player, she was the WNBA. We're talking Olympic golds, multiple all-star runs, international headlines. She was the face of the whole game. And now, she's erased. No send-off, no last game, no tribute video, just gone. Silver made it very clear. The league launched a full-blown internal investigation, and what they uncovered? Way too big to hide. Multiple rule violations, off-court issues, and maybe, just maybe, ties to a bigger corruption mess that could shake the whole sport. Silver stood firm and said, there is no place in basketball for actions that compromise the integrity of the game. He ain't playing. So now everyone's asking, what exactly did they find? What pushed the league to hand down the harshest punishment in WNBA history? We're about to break it all down. But first, let's not forget who we're talking about here. Brittney Griner wasn't just in the WNBA, she defined it. She was the high-flying, shot-swatting crowd favorite. 2 Olympic gold medals, a global icon. She was on billboards, rocking Nike deals, leading basketball camps, repping Team USA with pride. Her reach was massive, and now she's done. No goodbye, no closure, just cut off. So how do you go from being the face of women's basketball to being completely wiped off the map? This didn't all blow up overnight. Nah, this was brewing for a minute. There were whispers in the locker rooms for a while now. Tension with teammates, arguments with refs, rumors flying left and right. Then it started piling up. Skipping protocols, showing up late, acting wild off the court. And at first, the league turned a blind eye. Why? Simple. Griner brought attention. She packed seats, boosted ratings, and kept the spotlight on the WNBA. So as long as the money kept flowing, folks stayed quiet. But once the headlines got messy and the whispers turned into shouting, Silver had no choice. He cut the cord, just like that. One of the league's biggest icons got dropped. And trust? This is where it really goes off the rails. We're not just talking locker room beef or diva behavior. This spirals into full-on corruption. League insiders are saying Griner was allegedly tied to game tampering efforts. That's right, rigged games. Influence over refs, swinging the flow of games during key moments. And here's the wild part. Word is, she had way more pull behind the scenes than anyone guessed. Those early rumors about her getting too cozy with refs or stirring up energy in the locker room, that was just the tip of the iceberg. When the playoff races got tight and certain matchups started feeling way too perfect, red flags started flying like crazy. And that's when Silver brought in the investigators and everything started falling apart. Referees got suspended. League executives were shown the door. And Griner's name? Allegedly all over it. We're talking text messages, emails, recordings, everything. This wasn't just a bad attitude situation. This was about manipulating outcomes. straight up tampering with competition. And in sports, that's crossing a serious line. Because when you mess with the results, you're not just playing dirty. You're breaking the game itself. And Silver, he wasn't about to sit back and let it slide. Let me ask you this. Should any player have that kind of power? If even half of this stuff is legit, this ain't just a scandal. This could flip the whole league upside down. We thought the WNBA had integrity. But now, serious question, where was the commissioner during all this? Kathy Engelbert was supposed to keep the league clean, right? But instead of controlling the chaos, she's smack dab in the middle of it. Insiders say Engelbert knew about the drama way before Adam Silver ever stepped in. There were warnings, emails, quiet complaints from players behind closed doors. And what did she do? Nothing. Some folks claim she was just trying to protect the league's image. Others say she was too scared to go toe-to-toe with Griner. Either way, her silence made everything worse. Way worse. And now, Engelbert's facing an internal review. Fans are already demanding her resignation, and Silver's crew had to step in and take over the disciplinary process. That's how deep this scandal runs. This ain't just about one player. This mess exposed a whole system that let it all happen. So what do you get when the commissioner cares more about PR than accountability? You get this. Complete chaos. And get this. This whole thing might have stayed hidden if a few bold players hadn't said, "Enough is enough." Big names started stepping up. Not role players. We're talking future stars of the league. Caitlin Clark, Sophie Cunningham. These two reportedly sat down in private sessions with league investigators. And what they dropped? Straight up shocking. They spoke about games where the refs felt off, where calls flipped the momentum out of nowhere, and where Griner's team just kept catching suspicious breaks. And it wasn't just their opinion, they had receipts. Word is, investigators played actual audio clips during those meetings. In one, Griner was allegedly heard talking to refs about pressure points and specific matchups. You know what that means? She wasn't just trash talking. She was coaching the refs, plotting off the court like it was part of the game plan. And once Caitlin and Sophie started naming names, the league had no choice. The Shield couldn't protect Griner anymore, and Silver had to drop the hammer. Now here's the real question. If Caitlin Clark and Sophie Cunningham had kept quiet, would this ban have ever happened? Or would the league still be out here covering for its superstar? That's the scariest part. And don't think Griner's people took it lying down. The second that ban was announced, her camp moved fast. The fight is far from over. Griner's team didn't waste a single second. We're talking lawyers, PR managers, media strategists, full defense mode activated. Insiders say her legal squad is already preparing a major appeal, and they're coming out swinging. They're calling the lifetime ban unjustified, extreme, and even hinting it's got political motives behind it. And now, they're threatening to take this straight to court. Her lawyers are demanding access to everything. Every investigation file, every email, even those secret audio recordings. They want it all on the table. And here's where things go from heated to wild. Griner's camp is flipping the script, saying she's just a scapegoat, that the league is panicking over deeper scandals, and they threw Griner under the bus to save themselves. They're saying she was punished not for what she did, but for who she was. Outspoken, unafraid, too powerful in that locker room, always challenging leadership. Whether that's true or not, one thing's for sure. This ain't ending at a press conference. This thing's charging full speed toward a public showdown. And if it lands in court, way more dirt could hit the fan. So here's the question. Is Griner being framed to protect bigger names, or is this just the final chapter of someone who finally got caught? Either way, this story isn't cooling down. It's about to erupt. And just when you thought things couldn't get any messier, boom! Here comes the gender controversy. Yeah, it's uncomfortable. Yeah, it's controversial. But it's everywhere right now. Rumors that had been floating around for years just exploded overnight. People are suddenly asking, is Brittney Griner biologically male? Now look, We're not here to play doctor, and we're definitely not out to speculate on anyone's personal life. But some insiders claim there are documents, medical forms, and internal league memos that suggest the WNBA may have known something, and allegedly kept it quiet. Why? Because Griner was the brand. She dunked. She dominated. She brought crowds. And if that image cracked, the whole league could have taken a hit. But now that she's banned, all the whispers, all the rumors, they're flooding to the surface. Some are even saying this scandal isn't just about game tampering, but about covering up something even bigger. If the league really did cover this up, we're talking a serious violation of competitive fairness, maybe even a Title IX situation. So, now the question is, was Griner's ban really about integrity? Or was it just a move to stop a bigger secret from exploding in public? We don't have all the answers yet, but just asking that question has already turned fans, players, and even sponsors into skeptics. Let's zoom out for a sec. This ain't just about Griner anymore. This is about a league on the edge. Sponsors are in panic mode. TV networks are rechecking contracts. Fans, they don't even know what to believe anymore. When your biggest star gets banned for corruption and then personal rumors start flying, the whole league starts losing its grip. And that's exactly what's happening to the WNBA right now. Rookies like Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese showed up ready to shine, full of energy and hope, but instead, they walked into a storm. Now they're stuck in a league that's starting to look more like a soap opera than a sport. And future talent? Think parents are going to be excited to send their daughters into this kind of mess? No way. This was supposed to be a golden era for the WNBA. New fans, packed arenas, record-breaking rookies. But what did we get instead? Scandals, cover-ups, and confusion. The whole basketball world is watching right now, waiting to see what Adam Silver's next move is. Will more players get exposed? Will new evidence drop? Will Griner clap back and reveal everything the league's been trying to bury? And what about the players who spoke out? Are they really safe from retaliation? Or are they walking targets now? Here's what we know. This story is far from over. And until the full truth comes out, the heat's only gonna get hotter. So now we're throwing it to you. Was the ban fair? Is the league telling the truth? Or is this just a bigger cover-up that finally cracked wide open? Drop your thoughts in the comments. And if you want real stories, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell. 'Cause we're just getting started.